Hi, and welcome back to Ukraine, the dark and light. Russia's oil exports have suffered a major blow as Ukraine's oil war intensifies, with nearly 380 million barrels now stranded after a Ukrainian drone strike on the Tuapse oil refinery on Russia's Black Sea coast. The attack damaged port infrastructure, halting crude processing and fuel exports and forcing 3 tankers to remain anchored offshore while a 2.2-mile oil slick spreads into the sea. According to Reuters, the Tuapse facility, normally handling 12 million tons of oil per year, has been shut down completely. Ukrainian Security Service Chief Vasyl Malyuk confirmed that Ukrainian forces have conducted over 160 precision strikes on Russian oil and energy sites in 2025, describing them as kinetic sanctions. Many reports conclude that 21 of Russia's 38 large refineries have been hit since January, pushing Russian fossil fuel revenues down to $546 million per day in September, half of what they were 2 years earlier, and cutting seaborne oil exports by 13% month-on-month. The timing of the Tuapse strike follows new U.S. Treasury sanctions against Rosneft and Lukoil, which operate the facility, and coincides with a sharp reduction in Russian crude imports by Indian and Chinese state refiners. Satellite imagery shows a 3.6-kilometer oil slick stretching into the Black Sea from Tuapse, a terminal that exports 90% of its production to markets in China, Malaysia, Singapore, and Turkey, key players in Russia's sanctions evasion network. Ukraine's strategy aims to paralyze both refining and export infrastructure, forcing Moscow to sell lower-margin crude and reducing overall volumes. Malyuk says the campaign has left 37% of Russian refining capacity idle, signaling deep structural damage. While some analysts suggest the disruptions could be temporary, others warn that repeated strikes, equipment sanctions, and buyer withdrawals are creating long-term paralysis in Russia's energy sector. This means that Ukraine's drone campaign into a strategic economic offensive that's reshaping the battlefield far beyond the front lines. Thanks for listening to Ukraine, the Dark and Light. Please like, subscribe, and share.